Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. So welcome back to my class. Okay, so today we're going to continue from our previous subtopic. Okay, so I hope you're ready for today's lesson. Okay, so today's lesson is combined variation, and your first learning standard for today is determine the relation between three or more variables for a combined variation. Okay, so basically a combined variation is a combination of what you have learned previously, okay, from subtopic 1 and subtopic 2. Okay, from subtopic 1 is direct variation and subtopic 2 is inverse variation. So you will learn about the combination of those two variation in this subtopic. Okay, so look at the yellow box there. Okay, so in general, okay, for a combined variation, y varies directly as x power of m and inversely as z power of n can be written as, okay, so it can be written as this form. The first form is variation relation form and the second one is equation form, okay. And the process of converting the variation relation form into equation form is the same as previous two. Okay, so we have a look at the first example of this subtopic. Okay, example 22. It is given that y varies directly. Okay, please make a habit to highlight what is the keyword from the question. Okay, it is given that y varies directly as the square of x. Okay, so what is square of x is x square, and inversely as the square root of z. What is square root of z? So square root of z. If y equals to 8 when x equals to 4 and z equals to 36, express y in terms of x and z. Okay, first of all, okay, you need to write it in the variation relation form. Okay, so y is varies directly as the square of x, okay, and inversely as the square root of z. So square root of z. Okay, so have a look over here. Okay, if it is varies directly, it is located at the top of the fraction, okay, the numerator. Okay, if it varies inversely, it will located at the bottom part of the fraction or denominator. Okay, so first step, we convert it into equation form. Okay, so y is equals to, you need to write k, okay, x square over square root of z, and then you need to substitute in the value given in the question in order to get the value of k. Okay, so y is equals to 8 equals to kx is 4 square over square root of 36. Okay, okay, so what is the value of k? So k is equals to 8 times square root of 36 divided by 4 square. Okay, you type it into your calculator, okay, and the answer is 3. So it means the value of k in this equation is 3. Okay, so I will write the equation. So y is equals to k is 3 x square over square root of z. So this is our final answer. Okay, please make sure you read these smart tips over here. Okay, okay, now we proceed with example 23. Okay, so this example, it gives you the information in the table form. Okay, the question is the table below shows the values of P, Q and R. Is it true, P, Q and R? Okay, P, Q and R. Okay, it is given that P varies directly as the cube of Q. So cube of q, you can write it as q cube, okay, and inversely as r. Calculate the values of x and y. Okay, so the same as the previous one. Okay, the first step, what you need to do is you need to write the relation in the variation relation form. So p varies directly as cube of q, so q power of 3, and inversely as r. Okay, next you need to convert it into equation form. So p is equals to, don't forget k, q cube over r. Okay, next step, you need to find the value of k, this k first. Okay, so from this table you try to find which column that have all values of p, q and r. So it is the first column over here. Okay, so substitute that value into your equation. So p is equals to 4, k, q is 2 cube over r is 0.6. Okay, so what is your value of k? So k is equals to 4 times 0.6 divided by 2 power of 3. Okay, so your answer will be 3 over 10. Okay, so rewrite back your equation with the value of k. So your equation is p is equals to 3q over 3q cube over 10r. Okay, so when you look at this equation, so this is actually your value of k. Okay, this k. Okay, and then you can proceed to find the value of x and y. Okay, so what is the value of x and what is the value of y? Okay, so I do the second column. Okay, so you have p is 3.6 is equals to 3q is 6 cube over r is x. Okay, and then x is equals to 6 cube divided by 10, 3.6. Okay, you just move this x to the left side and 3.6 to the right side. Okay, so you calculate these values in your calculator and your answer is 18. Okay, so next, same with how to compute the values of y. Okay, so you substitute in your values. Okay, so p is 0.081 is equals to 3, q is y cube over 10 times 2.7. Okay, so the value of y is equals to 0.081 times 10 times 2.7 divided by 3 and cube root. Okay, so you press your calculator and your answer will be 0.9. Okay, I hope the explanation is clear to you. Okay, so self-practice 1.3a. Okay, so this is the first assignment for your class today. Okay, so I want you to do number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. Okay, actually the question is quite direct. Okay, so I hope if you have any problem, you can ask me. Okay, so I think all of this question, okay, it is quite the same like the example before. Okay, now we proceed with the next learning standard, okay, which is solve problems involving combined variation. Okay, so we have example 24. Okay, the pressure P varies directly as the mass of the wheelbarrow m kg and inversely as the surface area of the tire touching the ground. It is given that the pressure on the tire is 45,000 when the mass of the wheelbarrow is 90 kg and the surface area of the tire touching the ground is 0.02 meters square. Calculate the value of P when M equals to 1 to 0 and L equals to 0.5 and B, okay, and so on. Okay, when you receive this type of question, okay, don't simply give up. Okay, try to read and get the information and try to search the keyword. Okay, so from this question, okay, mention that the pressure P on the tire of wheelbarrow varies directly, okay, as the mass and inversely as the surface area. Okay, so first what you need to do, okay, you need to write the information that you get in the variation relation. Okay, so we have the pressure P varies directly as the mass of wheelbarrow M and inversely as the surface area L. Okay, so this is the first information that you get from the question. So next you need to convert this form into the equation form. So P is equals to K, don't forget K, M over L. Okay, just like the previous one, you need to find the value of K, this constant, okay, by substituting the given information from the question. Okay, so from the question, okay, what is the value of P? So 45,000 when the mass is 90 and the surface area is 0.02. So substitute these three values into this equation in order to get the value of K. Okay, so we have 45,000 is equals to K, M is 90, divided by L, surface area is 0.02. So your value of K is 0.02 divided by times 45,000 divided by 90. Okay, press your calculator and then you get K is equals to 10. So, okay, substitute the value of K back into the equation. So P is equals to 10 M over L. So next you need to use this equation to solve the rest of the question. Okay, so calculate the value of P. Okay, this A. Okay, I use the different color. A. So you have P is equals to 10 M over L. So you need to find the value of P. So when 10 M is equals to 120, L is equals to 0.5. So press your calculator. So you will get 2,400. Okay, Newton meter negative 2. Okay, next B. What can be done to reduce the pressure on the tire if the mass of the wheelbarrow is fixed? Okay. So, what can we say about this question? Okay, So if the value of m is fixed, okay, so I write it down p m over l. Okay, so if the value of m is fixed, okay, so what happened here? If p increase, l will decrease, okay, and if p decrease, l is increase. Okay, so you can write it down. Okay, p decreases when l increases, and when p increases, l will be decreases. Okay, so that is meant by inversely. Okay, varies inversely. Okay, okay, so for self practice 1.3b, okay, so I think I'm going to show you the first question, and then you need to do the second question by yourself. Okay, because I saw there's a symbol otak over there, the brain symbol, so maybe it's quite hard. Okay, so never mind, I'm going to lead you how to solve the first question. Okay, so take your time to read the question. Okay, so Mr. Kamal. Okay, Mr. Kamal wants to install a regular tiles in his bedroom. The number of tiles needed, J, varies inversely as the length of P and width L of the tiles used. Mr. Kamal needs 120 pieces of tiles if the tile is 0.4 meter in length and 0.5 meter in width. Okay, so first of all, you need to write the situation, okay, in the form of variation relation form. Okay, so we have the number of tiles needed, J. J is varies inversely, so 1 over length and width, so P and L. Okay, and then you need to convert this form into equation form. So you have J is equals to K, okay, over P L. Okay, next, okay, find the value of K by substitute the value of others, okay, that you get from the question. Okay, so from the question you have J, number of tiles, we have 120 is equals to K over P and L, so 0.4 times 0.5. Okay, so your value of K is equals to, okay, so press the calculator, 0.4 times 0.5 times 120, so 24. Okay, okay, next substitute back the value of K into the equation, so you will get J is equals to 24 over PL. Okay, so next, okay, A. Okay, use the different color. Okay, blue, A. Calculate the number of tiles needed. Okay, tiles needed is J. Okay, if the length is 0.2 and the width is 0.3. Okay, so just substitute back the value. Okay, so you have J is equals to 24 over PL. Okay, so you need to find the value of J. Okay, when P is equals to 0.2, L is equals to 0.3. Okay, so press your calculator. And 0.3. So your answer, J is equals to 400 pieces. Okay, because J is number of tiles. Okay, next, B. Okay, if the area of tiles increases, what is the change in the number of tiles needed? Okay, so look back at your variation. Okay, so you have J 1 over PL. Okay, so what can we say about this relation? Okay, if the area of the tile increases, so this is area of the tile, right? So if this increase, so your J will be decrease. Okay, so how can we write? Okay, so you write, okay, hence the number of tiles needed decreases. Okay, so I hope you clear for this question. Okay, next for number 2, I want you to try it yourself. Okay, I think it's almost the same with this question number 1. Okay, so I think that's all for today's class. Okay, so before we stop, okay, so I hope you finish your first and second assignment from the previous subtopic. Okay, and if you find any difficulty in any of those subtopic, okay, please, okay, reach out to me. Okay, tell me, okay, sir, okay, I have a problem with this question. Okay, I'm willing to help you. Okay, so that's all for this week's session. Okay, I will assign this assignment in your Google Classroom. Okay, so I give you 1 week of time, okay, to finish. And to whoever celebrate Chinese New Year, Happy Chinese New Year to you. Okay, so see you next week. Okay, bye.